ghost tracks of San Antonio. We're going to try to get as much done as we can here because light's kind of fading, but then again, that gives a great spooky feel to everything. All right. As long as I've been doing ghost stories and doing ghost tours, everybody always wanted to know about the ghost tracks. Well, here's the story of how it went down. Long time ago, late fall afternoon, a bus coming, bringing a bunch of kids back home from school, getting ready to cross the tracks, and it stalls right here on the tracks. Driver's trying to get the bus started. When out in the middle of nowhere, he hears a train coming at a high rate of speed. Driver's trying to get the bus started. He's not having any luck. Bus is not turning over. Train keeps coming. Everybody on board starts to get panicky. He can't get the bus started. Train keeps coming and killing everybody on board instantly. But that's just the beginning of the story. See, what people would do is they would park their vehicle right just past where the crossing section is, right up over here. Put the car in neutral, take the foot off the gas, take it off the brake. And when they would do it, they would feel their car actually getting pushed from one side of the tracks and right up over here to the other side. What people would also do is they would get baby powder, sprinkle that on the trunk of their vehicle, and they would see little handprints, supposedly of some of the children on board the bus who were killed. They were pushing their car to safety right up over here to the other side to make sure you did not suffer the same fate as they did. Now, this is an old story, and as long as I had been doing ghost tours, I always asked people, when did the story take place? 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and as recently as about 5 years ago. Funny thing, this is a great story, a great urban legend, and supposedly also from the little neighborhood you can kind of see back over here, you see the names of supposedly of all these kids that are there. You know, named after some of the kids that supposedly died in this accident. But here's the great thing about that story. As much as we love a good story, there's no evidence to say that it ever happened. It's a great story, but there's no actual evidence to it, okay? The San Antonio Express.
There really is a train coming now, guys.
Train coming, so at some point I'm gonna need to move here. The Express News, San Antonio Police Department have no record of this event. Think about it for a second. Now, an accident of that kind of magnitude, there would have been some type of public record. But there isn't one. But that's not to say there isn't weird stuff that happens out here. Because, well, it's an isolated area, and not to sound, morbid or anything, perfect spot to dump a body. And as recently as about maybe 10 years ago, somewhere out in this area, they did find the remains of a female that had been dumped out here. Oddly enough, a good friend of mine, a fellow ghost hunter, was doing an EVP session out here and got voices out here. Which is kind of strange because, well, it's an isolated area. And we're not exactly sure when this happened, but from what some people have said, the story dates back to the 1920s. There was a bus accident that did happen where a bus got hit by a train. What happened in the 1920s in Utah. What probably happened is, the story kind of circulated at some point. Some guy was out here trying to scare his girlfriend, and the story just grew from there. And of course, right up over here, October with Hallogeek. A lot of times people would come out here, especially during Halloween weekend, and this little isolated area gets a lot of activity. See a whole bunch of cars waiting for everybody to kind of get, to everybody to do the tracks. Now, about a year ago, this area right up over here was actually leveled. We're gonna have to move here pretty soon because there is a train.
Yeah, it sounds like it's pretty close now.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to become part of the story itself, okay? They actually leveled this area, so it's now flat. I don't know if you can take a quick pan up over there. You can kind of see up over there. It's actually been leveled. It used to be, there actually used to be a small little incline you had to kind of go over. Okay, but so in fact, you were actually kind of downhill. A lot of this is supposedly an optical illusion. Waiting for the train. Okay. And like I said, it was an optical illusion. But You know, it's an ongoing story, and it's something that just never refuses to die, because it's a ghost story, very, very uniquely San Antonio. But there's no evidence to say that the story actually happened. The little neighborhood up over where they supposedly have these names that are named after the kids over here, yes, they are named after kids of the developers' kids who settled in that area. So there's no truth to that rumor, okay? But that's not to stop anybody from coming out here and kind of wanting to see what all this is all about. So yeah, if you ever want to come down here, be my guest, more than welcome to do so. If that train doesn't come here pretty soon, we're actually going to try this. We're going to get in my vehicle, and believe it or not, even though they leveled everything out, it actually still does it. So yeah, you could say it's an optical illusion, or what kind of effect you can think of, but it actually does work. It's one of those weird things. So yeah, here we are, right up over here at the tracks. So
Larry says, behind you, Pete, a gang used to beat people out there.
Say again?
Larry Ramirez?
Yeah.
Behind you, Pete, a gang used to beat people out there.
Many, many years ago, but not now. Where did you look at that train? Okay.
Marcus Vieira, any empty baby powder bottles? I don't see any.
Okay, now here's the funny thing about when the handprints, okay? The reason why you're getting little handprints is, remember, anytime you're on the trunk of your car, you always have to close the trunk, and what you're dusting
is your own fingerprint.
Handprints. And the reason why they look small is because, well,
here it comes. The train's coming. We're backing up.
Do not want to become part of the permanent story here. I tried to do the live video to kind of hype things up yesterday. There was a train that had been stalled here for like about 3 hours, and I figured let me come out here and just do my live video anyway, even though that was going on. And as soon as I'd finished my video, and as soon as that was it, and hit send and finish, the train started moving, and I was like, thanks a lot. Okay.
Right, it's like, wait.
Yeah. So, it's not going anywhere.
It's like stopping.
It's stopping just for us.
Larry says, I lived on Sydney Sioux, named after developer's family, so yeah, you're right on.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Vera, we need to visit Donkey Lady Bridge next.
We can find Donkey Lady Bridge. Donkey Lady Bridge that whole area has been taken over by Toyota. So that bridge is there somewhere.
Is he honking at us to leave?
Why would he be honking at us?
I don't know.
Right.
He like turned off his lights and he honked.
Okay. So Donkey Lady Bridge is there. It's very difficult to find with Toyota now taking over that spot. The Donkey Lady has been known to drive a Tundra out there, maybe a RAV4. She may be trading that in for upgrade.
Every couple years get a new model.
Yeah, why not? Okay. That is weird.
Yeah, the train's kind of creeping me out though, because now it just stopped.
Okay.
Robert, here comes the murder train. Marcus, Large Marge sent you.
Large Marge.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Larry also, a bus did stall in the 40s or 50s and almost hit a bus, but stopped in time to help move an unloaded bus. So two buses, I guess, almost hit each other.
What I would sometimes do is I'd get my equipment, my ghost hunting equipment, which picks up high EMF readings, and I'd go out there just to mess with people, because the tracks actually here do conduct electricity. So I was setting up all kinds of EMF fields, and I used to scare kids. I'm like, let me see what's going on. Oh wow, we got something. Just to mess with them. They're teenagers, they don't know anything.
Exactly.
Oh well, okay. But yes, here we are. This is the infamous ghost tracks right up over here for Get Your Geek On. Behind the camera right up over here is our man Aaron. Hopefully everybody say hi to Aaron.
Hello.
Hello.
Gabriel Esquivel, are you gonna do a story on the graveyards? I think people called it the Chinese graveyard.
Chinese graveyard. That's actually not too far from here.
Oh really?
From what I understood about it, it's just a regular graveyard. And from what I kind of know about this is right after the railroads had been built, a lot of the Chinese immigrants kind of settled around here and in parts of northern Mexico. And that's just where a lot of them, had their cemetery.
Makes sense.
Yeah, let me see. But it's maybe 10 minutes away from here.
That's not bad.
Yeah. But I think after night, I think they keep it closed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. But cemeteries, yes, that's a great place to find ghosts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions so far?
The only other thing is Larry has said Donkey Lady Bridge is still there, unable to drive across, so it's still a good creepy trip.
Yeah, the funny thing about Donkey Lady Bridge, you had to go across this first bridge was called Graffiti Bridge, and then you had to go about maybe half a mile or so to where the actual Donkey Lady Bridge. It was a small 2-lane road, and you actually had to kind of go down a little bit, and the trees kind of going up like this. It was kind of dark out there, even during the daytime. However, which is funny is, speaking of Donkey Lady, a friend of mine named Ken Gerhardt, who is a cryptozoologist who looks for animals and stuff like that and have not been classified by science. He went out there and found a hoof print, and he tried to take a picture of it. He got the picture of it, but no, I think he was unable to get the picture of it, or for some odd reason it wasn't able to load up to social media.
They dropped somebody off to fix the train. He's walking to the train right now.
Whoops. So that's why.
Yep.
Had nothing to do with us.
Not this time.
Not this time. Okay. But but hopefully everybody's enjoying some of the stuff. Hey, did you get a chance to check out the video that we did last week at the Black Swan?
I hope they did. It's already uploaded.
It's already been uploaded?
Yep,
Okay,
uploaded it
so-
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't had a chance to check it yet. I've just been busy with work.
Yeah, guys, check out that one too. Peter was there, Frank was there, myself. We were all at that one. So that was a fun video.
It was.
It was a nice little fun video to edit.
A very interesting investigation, to say the least.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus Vieira, my brother-in-law wrote a book on the ghost tracks going to be published soon.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. The funny thing is, like, everybody says, like, oh, the tracks happen. You know, a lot of towns say that it happened in their area or somewhere like in Indiana or stuff like that. No, but this is where the story really took hold and really took off. Because even when I was little, well, many years ago, when I used to ride the dinosaurs, I remember hearing this story as a little boy, and I was like, "Where's that at?" And finally, I got a chance to come out here and like, yeah, it is kind of a small, isolated area in the middle of nowhere, and it is kind of creepy out here.
Yeah.
Especially in the summertime when all the mosquitoes are biting. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions so far?
Nope. Nothing else.
Well, the neat thing about this is the crossing guard is not actually down.
No.
So we can actually get out there and give this a shot. Okay.
As we do it and the train moves.
Right as soon as the train moves. Okay. So let's get on board and let's see if we can actually do this. Okay.
Okay. So for those who are watching us live, I apologize. My phone just started acting up. I know you can't really see that. I have no idea what happened to my phone. So since we've been here, my phone's been acting up actually. Like I was telling Peter, this kind of happened at the Black Swan Inn a little bit too, with the camera constantly switching faces. Now it's just not even connecting to live at all.
All right, I'm doing live through mine. So yes, here we are, there in my car, and let me just kind of flip this real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
If I can figure it out. There it is. It is on neutral. It is on neutral, and here we go.
Okay, so guys, we're gonna show that the tracks still do move you.
I am not
while
touching.
in park. He's not touching anything. His feet are, if y'all can see that, but his feet are both right there.
Watch the hat. Got to drive a little bit. Keep the hand on the steering wheel. Again, my hands are right up over here. Okay.
Yeah, he's not moving anything. The video shows it too. That's so funny. Thank you, kids, for saving us who don't exist here. I appreciate that. Wow, yeah, my phone just decided not to do that.
And that's it.
And now we're back on this side.
Yay.
Yep. Well, there goes that one.
All right, let's head on out.
Yep. So I have night vision on, guys, because it is getting kind of dark now. So that's gonna burn this battery. So hopefully it'll last long enough for me to finish shooting. But oh, now he's moving. He waited for us. He was so nice and so kind that he was like, "I'll wait for you guys to cross." So I'm guessing they're moving finally. We'll see. So that was it, guys. That was the tracks.
That was it. Unfortunately, we lost the video.
Maybe at a good point too if the train's passing. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video here, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna get loud.
Y'all have a good one. Enjoy Hallogeek. Hope you enjoyed the video. And we're not gonna get hit by this train that's coming by. Hopefully.